Hey, good afternoon. Good evening. This is the Underrated Darkness. Welcome. Support my channel. Again, Underrated Darkness. Hit the bell when I come for a powerful live stream or video. Also, share this stream to other links of social media, and also share and like the other videos and live streams that I did. If you want to know more about me, is yours truly, Jerry Thomas. Also, I have a Facebook group, all in caps, JT MVP Thinking for Ourselves. Also, I have a Twitter account, also in caps at JT Blackman 44. Also, I have a Instagram account, the same name as Underrated Darkness, but it's lower caps. Okay. Also, I do boxing. I do boxing. Also, I do music. Also, I do a fellowship. I do a fellowship live every Sunday that I show my food and we conversate. We talk about issues. Sometimes we have fun and stuff like that. Also, I had an underrated sports show every Monday, 7 p.m. Eastern time with my brother Sheep Stay Sleep. Want you to join that. Also, see what else. God's willing, I'll be doing a special live stream about the midterm elections of our perspective. Okay. Very much appreciate. Let's get them likes and the views up. Let's get them likes up. Thank you very much. And also, I will have a special underrated sports show tonight that also I'll be doing that also. That's already set up for 9 p.m. Eastern time. So if y'all have time, want the same ones coming here, come back at 9. So I'm grinding this out tonight. So we're gonna wait for some more people to get in. Welcome all the Sister Yo Loso, my G, thanks for coming. Thanks for always showing me support. Anointed, thanks for coming. Need to be, thanks for coming. Nene, thanks for coming. Need to be, thanks for coming. Just gonna wait for some more people before start. You know. Wait for some more people to get in. I hope everybody is doing okay. Terry's Table, thanks for coming. Very much appreciated. Glad Friday is over. Woo! Been a long day for me. I know it can't imagine been a long day for y'all too. But I'm glad it's out the way. Sunny Boxing Talk. Always a pleasure. Thanks for coming, family, brethren. Thanks for coming. I might have a panel discussion. I might. It depends how I feel. But I would definitely later on tonight, the ones who just came in, I will do me and Sheep's Head Sleep. We will do a special underrated sports show tonight. That would be 9 o'clock tonight. So if I don't do a panel discussion here, definitely that's gonna happen 9 o'clock. So I just want to play by ear, see. I'm gonna see how the vibe is on this tonight. So I mean the vibe on what I'm gonna bring up. I gotta see, gotta feel it. So, but wait for some more people to come in. Um, yeah, I took care of some business and then I fell asleep. I fell asleep. After I said the eyes fell asleep, I was like, but I'm good now. But I'm gonna wait for some more people to come in and everything. See the title. I want you to see the hashtags too. I got about two new more hashtags. Check it out. Title is "Do We Have a Warrior Mindset of Truth? Us as a People and Humanity." Very important question that I created. Because why I create that? Because sometimes our mind be going somewhere else. And King Hebrew, thanks for coming, brother. Thanks for coming. Appreciate that. So long, King Hebrew. My brother, appreciate that. Wait for some more people to come in. And I want to discuss about that. I really do. Because that is lacking as a people and throughout humanity for a long time. And Nene 51, thanks for coming. Appreciate that. So brothers, y'all the Queens got y'all number, man. You know, y'all gotta come, y'all gotta represent. No? But it's very important that we gotta talk about this very seriously. Because it's real lacking. It really is in all factors of life. You know, the relationships, different types of relationships, jobs, families, and other sectors. And do we go out there and really get it? You know, do we teach others how to warrior have that warrior mindset that no matter you do what it takes to stay within the truth. It is very important. You know, like I said, wait for some more people to come in. Excuse me, so I can get this conversation going. Sometimes that we don't have the warrior mindset, but no, we got to understand that we got to get back to it and stay in that eternal race that I'm talking about. Always stand against evil, no matter what it is. So I'm gonna go talk about things like that. And most likely I might have a panel school. Most likely I might. So just wait for some more people to come in. But I know for me that Poetic Cows. Salute to you, Queen. Thanks for coming. Very much appreciated. And again, on the ones who came in, I will have a underrated sports show. Me and my brother, she stay sleep tonight, 9 o'clock. And I don't know, I'm gonna have a panel discussion on this one, but most likely, if it's not, it's gonna be on the special underrated sports show at 9 o'clock tonight. And if I'm gonna have a panel discussion, I'm definitely gonna want sisters and brothers to be on here. If I'm gonna have it, depends. But for me, because everybody have their difference, have a warrior mindset. The warrior mindset, it doesn't mean it just happened to a man. But also a woman can have the warrior mindset to stand up truth too. And we have to understand what's the real definition to be a gladiator of truth. How are we going to stand by truth of that time? How do we go about to share it to others? Even the ones that we think that it's not on our level, but we see it. How do we go about to show them to stand firm in their truth so they can reap the blessings? How we can have the warrior attitude, the warrior mindset to put the man and the woman back together, the black man and black woman together, to form as one unit, and also the kids. See, these are the questions that pops up in my mind. I was thinking about this because I always want to talk about this. Also, this is one of the topics that I always want to talk about for a long time, but I haven't got around to it. And again, I thank everybody to come. Very much appreciated. But we have to understand that everybody's not going to walk on the same truth. But long as it's for eternal, as long as it's on eternal marathon race, that's all what counts. And we have to understand that some people would get it right then and there. Some people, we have to simplify it. And we have to be patient, especially if they want to develop that warrior mindset of the truth. And we have to understand that you make a mistake, can't give up. You got to get at it time after time after time. And your mindset of have that warrior mindset, it has to be pure. And it has to manifest all throughout of your emotions. And you have to understand that there's quite a few people. It's not. Thanks, John Brooks. Very much appreciated. Thank you. Blessings to you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. But get back, I'm saying there are some people it's not going to be in alignment with that. And we have to understand that too. Michelle Fleming, thanks for coming. Yo, Queens is showing out tonight. I see. Brothers, man, y'all be slipping, man. Y'all be slipping. Not just messing. I was playing. Brothers getting their family together and stuff. So it's man's getting, yeah, so we will understand that. But and also, gotta walk in sight, you know. People say, you mean talk about spiritual? Nah, it could be spiritual, yes, it could be spiritual, but it could be other factors too in life, you know. You gotta know your true sight. And that's part of having a warrior mindset. Do whatever it takes to stand on the truth. And be around people that's gonna push you. Because we have to have that strong mindset. Oh, it's just right. Warriors are brave or a spirit soldier are fighting. Yeah. You know? He's right. Exactly, son. Exactly. You know. So to take Sonny what he's saying, we gotta be brave what we do. We gotta be a soldier of our own feelings. And we gotta keep on fighting. So all that corresponds of a warrior mindset. That's why I call myself one of the names, the underrated one, the grinder. Cause I gotta be grinding. I got the warrior mindset for the truth. And nobody's not gonna stop me. I don't care who it is. I don't care what status it is. Bodies ain't gonna stop me. So I grind it. I don't give up. My mind, I want to have that warrior mindset. That my mindset is going to be fighting to the end, persistent and consistent. Facts, I see. Excellent. That's what I'm all about. See, grinding, warrior mindset, like IC said, persistent, consistent, and that's what it's all about. Are we practicing that? Us as a people and throughout humanity. But I cannot answer for you. I can answer for myself. But we need to ask those questions. Goes for me. We got to ask those questions for ourselves. Are we willing to Ebony Knowledge? Thanks for coming. I haven't seen you in for a while. Welcome back. Are we willing to stand still in our life? Are we willing to accept constructive change for the better? And that's what it is, you know. Are we willing? And Are we willing to take time to give whatever we can as a warrior mindset? Because sometimes there are some people that be misconstrued and they be thinking they have the warrior mindset, but they use it as an evil. And these outlaws, peace to you, Queen. They always thank you so much for support. Appreciate that. And I feel that sometimes we let our ego get in the way. And sometimes we lose that edge. And sometimes that we not strong-minded, that we should. Strong-willing of truth. We always we always have to be on the flow of truth. We always have to be on the flow of no matter what it is. And sometimes to have the warrior mindset, sometimes we got to check ourselves. And I really found this truth that I know that it could benefit me, or sometimes we're going to let ego get in the way. Inconsistency pops up. Because when we let inconsistency get in the way, everything will falter. We will lose the edge of a warrior. We lose the edge of strong-minded, willing to understand the truth and cultivate that truth. And also point out of certain people wrongs, what they do to us. So hopefully we could benefit. So they could benefit too. And I think that is very important at times that we have to really talk about, because sometimes we don't go get into that because we don't want to hurt that person's feelings, or we think that they can't take it. But sometimes if we got something to do of your well-being, you have to challenge that, to let that person know that you're strong. And also that you're not going to stand for the unrighteousness. You want to stand with the righteousness. And that warrior attitude, warrior mindset, I mean, that will help us to prepare, to help us to be in sight what's going on. And we have to keep on realistically fighting. We see how the world is. There's quite a few people up top, they give up and everything because everything had been given to them. They privileged. We got a lot of privileged people in this world. But you ask them, do they have the warrior mindset? They really don't. They don't know what it's like to scrap to get what you need, or whatever necessity of truth. And sometimes, and it happen even in our community, sometimes our kids pick up those bad traits because they say, "Oh, give me, give me, give me, give me." Instead, you got to work hard for it, and to understand that there's a price to stand by the truth and stand in it and preserve it. And we also got to work on that too. Goes for me too. I fall short at times. I ain't better than nobody else. And we have to stay within ourselves to learn to be comfortable in the truth. Even sometimes it doesn't feel that way. And that's part of have that warrior attitude to develop it and cultivate it and to be mature about it too. Because you gotta have maturity to understand that it's not gonna happen when we want to. But we have to understand that um that's gonna come. And you have to believe in yourself, through God's sight, you know. You know, you gotta sharpen our swords, family. And when I'm talking about sharpen our swords, that means sharpen our swords in our mindset of a warrior. Sharpen our swords, sharpen our mindset, sharpen our brain cells of being a warrior. We gotta sharpen those up. And to understand that we gotta have consistently abundance of being a warrior. No matter what information, positive information is, that means we sharpen our brain cells. That means we sharpen ourselves to stand within righteousness. But we have to have that warrior attitude that if anybody that goes contrary of what we believe in of the truth and in righteousness, we could strike back. And we have to understand that this is going to be a constant fight. We have to understand that though too, that despite that we learning by degrees of the truth, it never stop. We got to keep on learning. We got to keep on stacking knowledge. Like I said, we got to develop the swords of our brain cells, so our brain could breathe freely, and our brain could develop. We could really manifest within ourselves to be a warrior, have that warrior mindset, and to stand firm. That's right. That's right. That's right, Queen. But understand this though. Let's develop the mindset though. If you know about warrior gladiators, they always say, "Oh, they dumb and stupid." No, no, but they gotta have the mindset. They know how to strike people down because they articulate what's going on, and that's what we got to have. We gotta articulate what's going on in this world, this evil world, and to understand that we gotta sharp. Excuse me. We gotta keep on sharpening our swords. Okay, and so We have to understand that if we want happiness, gotta fight for it. We want peace and tranquility, gotta fight for it. If we want our family to be in peace, wherever this world is, gotta fight for it. Gotta have a warrior mindset, gotta fight for it. Because it's not gonna be given to us like that. Gotta grind for it. We gotta take our lumps and bumps. We gotta take the one to the chin to the head, chest, legs, and everything. But stand by truth, you will prevail. Let me say it again. By all that, by standing on truth and have that no quit attitude of a warrior mindset and spirit, the truth will prevail. And that's what happened last night when I was part of the band's talk. We stand by the truth. And we very clear what we want in this world. So I could say that we had the warrior mindset. We talk things into existence. And that's very important too, because that's the point I was looking for. We got to learn to talk things within existence, but at the same time have that warrior mindset. We just cannot let any evil things that enter our mindset that mess up the truth of the warrior, of our mindset. Let me read IC. She said, choose your battles, fight to the bitter end. Blessings are ahead, peace and power, protection and prayers. Yeah. Yeah, I agree on that. Gotta learn to pick our battles. If you can't fight that battle at the time, it doesn't mean make you weak. You might, most likely you're gonna have to come to that battle later on, but you be better equipped. I had to learn that myself. No. You know, we had to also rely on the high being too. That's very important too, because God will help us sharpen our warrior mindset. But God could do but so much. We got to help ourselves. And we have to be humble about it. We have to learn from mistakes we do. Always be in sync of our emotions, of our actions. Think before we do things. And also, watch out for our association. It's all about health. I know I got to work on that, learn to put some in my body because, as y'all know, I cook. So I have to understand to be very conscious what I do and stuff like that. So I'm working on it and everything because I still want to have that warrior attitude. Because sometimes we improve it. So when you improve, it doesn't mean that you don't have the warrior attitude, warrior mindset. You do, because you're changing. You let the positive, constructive information to come through. And you know what is so true though? That when you make that certain, when you transform your life, no matter what it is, you feel so good about yourself, right? Your maturity has grown. You see you grown and everything, and you love that feeling because you know where you come from. You know you come from the bottom. So what I'm gonna do, um, I made my mind. I'm gonna do some people on the panel. Like I said, I definitely gonna, I'm gonna try to stay on like these till about maybe 7:30, 8 o'clock, depends, because I definitely got to get ready. The underrated sports show tonight. So anybody want to join the panels, put your email in the chat. Um, and let's continue this beautiful conversation. Um, um, so so anybody want to join the panel, feel free. I don't have no problems. I get you on. At first I was not gonna do it, but hey, you know, it's always a beautiful thing that have people had to, they have you hear somebody other perspective, and you never know, that it goes, what you're talking about. And that's very important too. You develop a warrior attitude, warrior mindset too. You learn from others that is doing it too. That's very constructive and important. Um, so I send the links out. Watch out for Sunny, Port of Cows, IC. Um, Let me know you got it. Let's see. But in case anybody forget, the underrated sports show, special one, be coming on tonight, 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern time. Also, watch out for it. Okay, Sonny. Um, and that's sometimes true that we don't like to learn from others that already have it. Sonny, I send it to you. Watch out for it. Um, I see. I'm seeing you one. If you want to get on, it's right there. And oh, there's the brother. There's the brother right there in Poetic Cows. Um, Seeing you one. No. But it's very important, fam. So what's going on, brother?
Mic check 1 2 1 2.
Brother.
Peace, 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 peace.
Peace to you. Yeah.
Peace,
So what you think about the topic that I created tonight?
pretty decent topic, brother. You know what I mean? Um, Having that warrior spirit. It's a lot that goes into being a warrior.
Mm-hmm. Facts. So what's your take on it, brother? Because it's very important that, you know, we gotta learn from each other. So what's your take on it, brother?
Well, when you look at a warrior, you're looking at someone who's trained for combat, somebody who's trained for war.
Mm-hmm.
You know, inside of that training, they deal with all aspects of warfare.
Yeah.
Where you're dealing with hand to hand combat, weapons, being able to survive.
Mm-hmm.
And so, you know, also with a warrior, you're gonna take some cuts, some
Yeah.
bumps, and some bruises.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so you can't be someone who's thin skinned being a
Right.
warrior.
Right.
Because once you engage in warfare, that's it. You fighting the fight.
Right.
So it's like that with any type of war. There's different types of warfare that you can engage in. Whether it be a debate, whether it be you want to stand up for your people and fight. There's all different types of warfare. But the tactics are pretty much the same. Um, you know that we're actually in the warfare at some certain extent with our people. A lot of times we're in warfare with ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's another warfare, the warfare of the mind. You know,
Mm-hmm.
ones who want to live a righteous life. That means you're fighting within yourself some unrighteous things that you might want to do or engage in. So, you know, being a warrior, you also should know that you could possibly die during war.
Mm-hmm.
So, depending on what actual warfare you talking about, um, we can kind of go in that direction. But for me, I'm a warrior. Like I'm all the way there with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
It could be any aspect. You know, it doesn't
I'm
make
a,
a difference.
I'm a warrior. You know, I can be a warrior intellectually, spiritually, and physically. Like I'm all the
Oh,
way there.
exactly. See, right, and that's what I'm coming from. Talking about the warrior mindset. It could be versatile. It could be either way. But this is my thing. It's like this that whatever aspect it is, let's make sure the truth that stands with the warrior mindset. You hear what I'm saying, brother? Because sometimes we be thinking, and it goes for me too. Sometimes I be thinking, oh yeah, I'm following this truth and stuff like that. But I'm saying that if I really follow the truth, then sometimes no, because sometimes we get sidetracked because sometimes I'm not sharp in my swords, like I was talking about swords, and like I said before, my brain cells and learn to stand with the truth of that warrior, of their being a warrior. You know what I'm saying? And that's what sometimes I always say I'm the grinder because I'm constantly sharpening my brain cells. At the same time, I let it be sharp in my own life, sharp in my emotion, wherever it is. That's what I'm at. That's what I'm striving for. And that's all. And at the same time, when we do those things, it's all about growth too. That sometimes some of us we don't like to deal with it, but it's true. And so, you go ahead, brother.
Let me ask you this: what truth are you fighting for?
Well, the first thing foremost, I gotta fight for the truth within me first. That means I gotta make sure wherever I do constructing my life, I stand by the truth. No matter I know I'm imperfect, and when I know that I stand in that truth, I'm obligated to share it to others, the ones that wants to be heard. So first thing foremost, CB Sports TV. Salute to you, brother. Thanks for coming. The guys come from me first, no matter what. So the truth gotta come from me, and it gotta manifest through me, from like-minded brothers like you, like-minded sisters, and everything, and even what I learned from my parents, life lessons that plays a factor too. So it gotta come from me first.
So what is the truth within? What is the truth that is within you?
Right now,
Yes, sir.
what the truth for me right now is keep on striving, keep on pushing wherever it is store for me in my life. That's what it is. Because see, sometimes we be thinking that we have the answers. Sometimes we don't have the answers, but long as we, like I said, like we stand on that eternal race, I'm there. I will get that truth. But I gotta stand fast. I gotta keep on fighting. I gotta keep it up. Well, salute to you, Kevin Nash. Thank you. Thanks for coming. You know, that's for me. That's where I'm at. I hear people talking about, oh yeah, I know what my truth is. All right, yeah, you know at that moment, but at the same time, our truth should not be momentary. It's supposed to be eternal. It's supposed to be a bigger picture. So that means when you have a bigger picture, when I develop that bigger picture, that means my purpose is growing. So I have to be in alignment with that. That's what I'm at. I cannot tell where you at. I cannot tell what other people at, because your truth is your truth. But at the same time, that the truth should change you. That warrior mindset should change you for the better. You shouldn't go backwards. Yeah, you can go backwards, but I'm saying you shouldn't go all the way backwards. It should make you go forward. And to understand that when you have that warrior mindset, you're not alone. Sometimes you need help of like-minded people. So that means that means that then that comes association. Do we have a warrior mindset? How to handpick association that's going to be there for you as a person, as a human being, that you do exist. So all that what I'm saying, that's what I'm striving for. All that what I'm saying, I'm striving for the goodness within myself, but at the same time, I want my purpose to grow. I want my purpose to grow so I can still grind. I always want to realize that I'm not giving up. I already know about that truth. Now I got to get on another truth.
Word. So
Huh?
my bad. Go ahead.
Always accept another challenge of truths in your life. Never accept that, oh, there's a few, I can go on that. No. You go ahead, brother.
Well, I think there's like different levels of a warrior, because everybody's not going to have a warrior type spirit.
Oh yeah, there's difference. Yeah, yeah. I believe
Yeah.
that it is a different. Yeah, there's a different degrees of. Yes, it is. I agree on that. Yes.
But every one of us, we actually war within ourselves. You see what I mean? Like you war with your thoughts, just different decisions between right and wrong. What to choose between to do what's right and to do what's wrong. Like that's a actual war that you have within yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's an actual war. But then you have people, some people who are actually pretty much born warriors, like born fighters, which transcends on the inside to the outside.
Right.
For instance, like every nation is entitled to have a military force. The people who join the military typically are warriors. When you join the military, you know at that point your life is not yours anymore. At any point you could be called to war, where you're actually your service is possibly to give your life for your country. That's that's a warrior right there.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Not getting into the different wars and me not agreeing with certain wars or whatever, but right now I think our people we're we as a people we're in a war.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So uh, uh, um, I think we need some more warriors that are going to be teachers.
Mm-hmm.
That's another level because they might not when it's time if it's ever a time to where we had to go out and fight. Um, they might not be the ones that want to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They're warriors in their own right because they're willing to teach what's not supposed to be taught. Um, I mean, I would liken that into the liberation of our people. We're not really supposed to, they frown upon that. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but when you talk about, a warrior, a lot of times we get too offended sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
We're too easily moved. Like a warrior, like you ever met a Marine and you see how disciplined they are? Like for instance, let me give Cap PY2. Cap
Mm-hmm.
PY2 is a warrior.
Mm-hmm.
He's been out there.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can tell in his voice, you can tell it by his mannerisms that he's a warrior. Like he's not to be played with. You know
Right.
what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
There's different levels of being a warrior. You know what I'm saying? Just like you were saying, searching within yourself, searching for truth, or even just the mental battle that you have within yourself.
Mm-hmm.
To try to do right. You
Mm-hmm.
know, but for me, it transcend. Like I'm a warrior all around. I would under the right circumstances, I would give my life for my people.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's not going to have that mentality.
Right. Mm-hmm.
What I mean, you got people who join the military and they go AWOL because they realize that that's not them. Like I'm not, I don't have a warrior spirit. I'm scared, so I'm going to run. You know what I mean? So part of that warrior spirit is um, you can't love life that much that you would not be willing to give it up for who you're fighting for.
Right.
But I pass the mic on that.
Yeah, it's right, exactly. And that's why, like, at first, I was gonna keep on talking, but for me, it's that there are degrees of have that warrior mindset. You know what I mean? And that's why I decided to have a panel, because there are also degrees comes with it that sometimes that I don't even think of at that moment. You know what I mean, brother? And
Indeed.
And so that's why like I want to explore that because there are quite a few people think, oh, having a warrior mindset is just one sector. No, there's degrees goes with it. It depends what truth that you stand in that time. And so I'm glad that you broke it down of certain degrees, and then I urge people and then every knowledge, want y'all to hear what she talking about in the panel on the chat, because that's very true what she's saying too. And I think that's part of my warrior mindset too. And having a warrior mindset, you have to be versatile too. You got to learn to adopt with the times. You cannot be cute with it. You got to be head up with it. And that's why that, as you notice, brother, always committed. Whatever I do a live or video, I'm committed because I have to be committed myself. But when I come here, I have to be committed because I have to understand that it's a bigger picture, and there are people out there that need help, and they need to hear certain things that I'm saying. So I take my platform, and thanks for the compliment about last night, what you said on the panel. That is a family channel. I appreciate that. I meant to tell you that. Thanks for the compliment, because that's what it's all about.
Indeed, brother.
And I think that for me, that's part of having that warrior mindset that learn to share with others. And I feel that's important too. And also to be very careful who you share the information with too. I'm getting on my channel, gotta know who I'm gonna pick on the panel. Gotta understand, what emotions goes with it and everything. And that goes with it too. Because that sometimes, that's a learning process for me too. And to make sure that I be in tune with that warrior mindset, to be in tune of what it is, of whatever truth that I'm bringing of that moment. That I think that's why I do series and stuff, and I do the voices ones because at that time the warrior mindset. I do YouTube cult leaders and files part 1, 2, 3, and 4. And because because I felt us as the people that we losing and we being sidetracked. So for me, I understand because of a certain sin. I've been part of it. I ain't been a part of no cult, but I've been sidetracked. So I got to go back from the bottom and get my way up, get my weight up. And that's expanded of my warrior mindset and the troops. Now, some people could accept it, some people do not accept it. That's their choice. But at least at the end of the day, I could say that I'm giving it up. That I could say to myself that no matter what, I'm going to stay there. I'm going to stand in this truth. I'm going to stand in this mindset. No matter the person accept it or not to accept it. But I'm inclined within myself. And that's important for me. And
And,
you
and
go ahead.
another and another thing, I think it's very important, brotherhood and sisterhood wise, that we actually begin to link up with one another so that we know each other a little better, so that we understand what roles one plays in this war we in, because it's no doubt about it. We've been in a war for a very long time, and it's good to have to know what roles people are going to play. because in the war, when you look at some of the great people that we hold high esteem, you know, um, you look at Jesus, you know what I mean? You look at the brother Dr. Martin Luther King,
Mm-hmm.
you look at Malcolm X, you know what I'm saying? Like that there's a certain cost when you really go deep into it, there's a certain cost that has to be paid
Right.
in order for a change. You know what I mean? When you look at governments, or when you look at governments, um,
Mm-hmm.
let's just take the United States for example.
Mm-hmm.
When you look at the flag, the red represents the blood, the bloodshed. Like there was troops that went out and fought.
Mm-hmm.
So people had to give up their very life for certain freedoms.
Right.
Now, I'm not going into the right and wrong of what the United States did. I'm just raising the point that you know in this battle of being a warrior, we should know that we can count on the person next to us. So we need to branch out and start to know our brothers and sisters a lot more. Reach out to your brothers and sisters because you might meet someone in the chat might not have the warrior spirit that might transcend on the outside who's willing to fight.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I get an example of a soldier enlisted in the army getting scared and then going AWOL. Like that's not somebody that you want on the battlefield with you.
Mm-hmm.
Your battle buddy or whatever. Like you want to make sure your battle buddy got your back.
Right.
You know what I mean? You in a corner somewhere and you're shooting. You need him to cover you to get to a certain area
Yeah.
to advance, and he runs away.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna die.
Right.
So at the same time, having this warrior mindset is going to take a lot more than what we're doing right now. To be honest with you,
Mm-hmm.
like what we're doing right now is good. Because we're getting out some great information. I believe the people who listen they enjoy watching the streams. But when we look at the conditions of our people, we should start to, and that's a fight within ourselves. That's an actual mental warfare. And I'm not saying that we're not doing it, but we should try to make a goal, like do something positive in your neighborhood once a week. Then once you master that, make it 2 times a week.
Mm-hmm.
However, it needs to be done. I mean, I think I have a plan
Mm-hmm.
that if ones who want to know, you can get with me and we can discuss a plan. I think I got a whole plan that can fix our whole situation. Like I really believe that, but it's going to take some like-minded people who are not scared to put themselves out there.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, you mentioned you was like we got to change with the times. Like we got to be wise about it. Certain things that uh, I might have an idea for might not be right for YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So that means some of us will have to. You had to break bread with me face to face. That I'm not talking nothing radical. I'm not the government. Um, but I am talking about self-preservation. I
Mm-hmm.
am talking about business. I am talking about um, making sure that we're prepared for when certain things happen. If certain things happen, like we need to be prepared. And
Right.
the warriors on the other side, they're preparing right now for it. And you know what I mean, we're sitting here pretty um, twirling our thumbs. To be honest with you, I mean to be all the way real. Um, I would love to set up because we got some faithful people that comes here on a chat. Um, every live stream, some very faithful people that seem very like minded. I would love to get with some of you brothers and sisters, and you know, and try to build something. You know what I mean? It's like we want our conditions to change, but in order for our conditions to change, we got to do something different. We can't continue to do the same thing over and over again, expecting
Right.
different results.
Right.
You know,
Exactly.
that's not having a warrior mentality.
Yeah. And
You
then
know what I
at the
mean?
same right. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Dang. I ain't even cut you off, bro.
But you good. You good. Go ahead.
No, I think at the same time too, and that's commendable that you do, Michelle Fleming. Keep it up. And you know, like for me, that I remember a while back, Stacey told me, "See, you know what you put on, you know what you do on the street, you know, so people would know." You know, at the time, I didn't want to do that because you know, because I don't want to lose focus. But I feel it's like important at that time to put it out there, let people know that you know whatever I say, my actions match with it. You know what I mean? And accept that is inspiration. You know, and and I think that's very important too. That it's nothing wrong to show people what you do at times. To let people know that I'm out here too. And but you got a lot of people they glorify, oh, I did this and that and everything. And that's commendable what you're doing, Michelle Fleming. You know, that's that you know that means you're doing something, you know, and you need to be commended for that. So me and Sonny and everybody else should be definitely commend you for that. You keep it up. Proud of you, sis. And I was always a person I wasn't a shower. You know what I'm saying? I learned from my parents. You know you want to help people, just go ahead and do it. You know what I'm saying? Don't look for the blessings. You know what I mean? Make sure that person be blessed. You know, and that's enough right there. And whatever blessings come to you, you just come. You know, and I'm in
On
alignment with that. You know what I mean? And the blessings that I get from the channel growing and stuff like that. The compliment that you give me and other people and stuff like that. And like I said, it doesn't go to my head. And sometimes I don't even pay attention to it, tell the truth, brother. But I know that I'm making a mark. But that's just one phase of it. You hear what I'm saying?
right. Well,
You know,
I'm sorry, brother.
and you know, so for me, I'm in the streets, as you already see. You know, people. Some people that see me, I talk to young people. I talk to people. So I make sure that if I'm gonna talk that talk, I gotta be about that work. And I have to understand that I have to love the work what I'm doing. And I have to understand it's not unpopular what sometimes what we do, but it's all about reaching people. You know what I'm saying? End of the day, to have that warrior mindset, like, nah, it's all right. You know what I mean? And so I will be showing some of my stuff, what I be doing at times. I'm not gonna do all the time, but y'all will see it. But that's for me what I'm at right now. You know, you know, we were like, you know, I appreciate the compliments, I do, but I don't want to get sidetracked, bro. You know what I'm saying? I want to do the work. That's what I'm all about. Let me do the work, and that's why tonight I create this conversation because of certain aspects of our warrior that we supposed to have this warrior attitude is lacking, brother. And I want us, including myself, it goes for me too. We gotta be focused. You know, we in a crisis, and as a people of every level, and we
I'm
gotta stop being stingy when we show. Because sometimes we keep. We say one last thing. You can right. You can go at it, because sometimes we get so stingy of information too. Oh, they don't need information. Oh, they don't know it. So well, you gotta simplify the information so they can get it. And that's the problem too. So that means we become egotistic and we losing our source of our brain cells to be part to have that warrior mindset. Go ahead, brother.
I would say this, and this is not directed towards you, but I want to give some clarity on the wisdom that you, just to go a little deeper on the wisdom that
Go ahead.
your pastor telling you. Like when you, a lot of people, they do good acts or good deeds for accolades,
Mm-hmm.
so to be made to look great in front of other people's eyes.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it's wise to, um, for one to keep your head at a good level, and for two, you shouldn't be we shouldn't be looking for accolades from other people from what you do, because that shows where your love is. Like, you loving the accolades more than you loving what you're doing for your people.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, um, we as a people, we are lacking real leaders who are leading by example.
Mm-hmm. That's facts.
And a lot of times we get caught up with, we're so humble of not trying to be seen, that we're missing the great opportunity to inspire other leaders to want to get up and get on the front line and begin to lead on their own.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like, you ever see somebody at work, and like when they first get a job, they all happy and they're working all hard, and later on they get complacent in their work, and then their
Mm-hmm.
work just look like regular work.
Yeah.
But then your boss comes and be like, "Yo, you know, do a little bit more or do this more. Like, we're looking for more." But then you got that one person. There's one person in there who might begin to start putting out a little extra work,
Mm-hmm.
and then that spreads. Be like, okay, well, let's get this work over with. And everybody else, they get, what I mean, they get hyped up and start working more to get the work over with.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I think a lot of our people are waiting for someone, because a lot of times we have these great discussions. We talk about what we can do to better the situation. We'll come up with some good plans, but at the same time, if it seems as though, to me, we're waiting for someone to actually do what we're saying that we're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Not saying that ones are not doing it, but it's a lot. Like the sister was talking about, she feeds the homeless, which is good. I commend the sister for that. But how much better would it be for her? Not saying that she don't, but from the outside looking in, how much better would it be for her if she had five or three or six more people helping her?
Right.
Like, we got five fingers, you know what I mean? But when we close them five fingers up, it creates a fist. So it's kind of like, together we can strike a mighty blow. You know what I mean? So, um, I think when your heart is right, you know why you're doing it. It should be okay to kind of show some of the things that you're doing for the purpose of, and not just you, anybody else who's listening, or who might hear the live stream later. It's good. That's a good work. And as long as your heart is right, you can use that what you're doing almost as a testimony type deal, like to motivate others to do the same thing.
Yeah, see, that's what I do. You know what I'm saying? I do that. And because you said somebody told me the same thing what you were saying and everything. because and that's true. But I think this is the thing, brother. You have to understand is that what Michelle Fleming do is commendable. And who knows? Michelle probably got to get some people to do it, but nobody don't want to step up. Like for me, I told some people, I said, "Won't you walk with me? Let's do such and such." But they don't want to do. Some of them don't want to do it, and that's the conversation sometimes we don't like to have, but it happens. I know it. Oh, nah, I don't do no. You're on the corner, dog. Take a walk. You know what I mean? You want some food? We got to talk to these young people. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, look, next time you go out and walk, you call me up, and I go walk with you.
All right, cool.
Know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I'll walk with you.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes it might take more than just one person. You know what I mean? Like sometimes, I wanted to say this yesterday too. One of the brothers, they gave an analogy of um, it was an analogy that Jesus gave about different types of soils. You know what I mean? Those soils basically represents the heart of that person at that particular time, or the heart of man at that particular time. Like we got different types of understanding or different types of hearts. So when you try to go and you plant a seed, that seed that you planted or try to plant might not yield no fruit right then. Like you might not see the fruit of whatever you're trying to talk to somebody about. Um, you might not see that seed bear fruit, but you shouldn't be not you in particular, but we shouldn't be feel bad because whoever we try to talk to, they're not trying to hear what we're saying. But the important thing is we went out and we did what we had to do to try to plant a seed. And maybe somebody behind us will come back, and throw some more water on it. So maybe, what I mean, somewhere down the line, it could possibly change some lives, basically from starting for what we did. So there are going to be times, even when we go out and walk, we go out and talk to some brothers and some sisters that we might not see no fruit from what we do. But if we continue to push like warriors, we will eventually see something. You know what I mean? We'll eventually grow. It may take a month or two, but we might get like a third brother to come want to come walk with us. You know what I mean? Next thing you know, we might have a whole something big to where we can announce, well, we're having this great block party walk or whatever, or something to where people want to travel from wherever they're at to come to Virginia and link up with us just to do that. You know what I mean? So like, I want to just admonish our people along with this warrior spirit to not just to think small. You know what I mean? Let's raise our thoughts a little bit higher, because there's nothing that we cannot do together. And to that sister that's feeding the homeless, honest to you for that. You know what I mean? And I hope that if you don't have any help, that some help will come to you real soon. But we need people like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I really want to start a group. You know what I mean? I wanna have block parties. I wanna have, for people who's talented with rap or singing, to have an opportunity to showcase their talents. It's different things that we can do
Right.
as a people, because we're so smart. There's a lot of things that we could do to raise money.
Right.
You know what I mean? To do some good in the neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
That just having a warrior mind state, like we can elect the officials that we want in office.
Yeah.
But that's going to take like you said, a warrior mind state. You might get home from work, you tired, you don't want to go out and walk, but maybe you're killing two birds with one stone. Maybe you need to lose a little weight.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? The walking is good. So now you're walking, you're losing a little weight, and you're building with your brothers and your sisters along with the walk, and you're doing something to help your community out. I think that's what we're missing. Is we don't know. Some of us don't know how good it feels to do good,
Mm-hmm.
and once you like get a taste of it, it's like wow. Then you start looking for it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And see what the brother is talking about, and I want people to understand this, that he talking about different degrees of the warrior mindset. And I think that sometimes that, and brother, I want you to let me know if I'm saying it right. If I'm wrong, correct me. That sometimes we get caught up of certain same degrees that we follow throughout the years, and it gets stale. Brother Rob, peace to you. I'm gonna invite you to the panel. Be ready, all right? So watch out for the link, brother Rob. And and the ones that come in, I will do an underrated sports show, special one tonight, 9 o'clock p.m. So stay tuned for that. So the same ones that come in here, hopefully you'll come right back. Um, so brother Rob, I'm gonna invite you. Um, so so what Sonny doing? He's breaking down degrees. He breaking down degrees step by step. And let's take this in, cause that's what I'm coming from, you know, and um, and that's very important. Oh, okay, brother Rob. Okay, he says he's on the train. Okay, we just want you to get home safe, brother. Want you to get home safe. But thanks for joining in. Appreciate that. And next time, brother Rob, join the man talk. Oh, you miss a good one, but I know you're gonna be back for that one. It's gonna be sometime next week. But that's where I'm at. Brother.
Indeed, indeed. And I think this goes out to um everybody that's listening. Especially for the ones who are content creators. Like the information is good.
Mhm.
Don't get me wrong, the information is great. Like these are some of the things that we need to know, some of the things that we need to talk about. But um we shouldn't get so stuck on talking to where we now I'm not saying you. I'm just saying this in general as a whole. So I don't want anyone to get offended. All right. But what I'm saying is um we should be instead of because we've talked for years. We've talked for over 500 years. Now it's time to take what we're saying and start to move to create something because we're not building anything. We're not building any businesses. Some of us are, but as a whole, I can honestly say we're not creating businesses. Um, a lot of us, we're not feeding the homeless like the sisters doing. We're not doing the work, but we're talking about the work. You see what I'm saying? This is another level of the degree of the warrior. You know, we can't everybody can't be teachers. You got to have some plumbers out there. There might be somebody who fought their way into school to become a plumber.
Mhm.
We should have some Asiatic plumbing businesses. You know, everybody has, certain gifts and talents. Everybody is not going to be a warrior on the front line. But whatever you warn against, let's take it to another level as far as our people. We're in a microwave society. We're in a society of me, I. What I mean? This is how I know that we have lost the ability to to move as a nation. Like you look at the Chinese people, they don't do that. They don't say we. I mean, me, or I. They say we. You know what I'm saying? Like we're behind the eight ball. When you look at there was one point in time where the Mexicans were behind us. Like they're speeding past us right now.
Mhm.
They got construction businesses. You know what I mean? They don't mind living 10 people to a house. Everybody chipping in, which causes them to save more money to to be able to create businesses. Like we can't even fathom things of that nature. We need to learn how to change the way that we think, because like we can have, and it's not at you, but my brother. So please, this is not at you. I'm just saying this in general. We can
Well,
have great
no, no,
streams,
no. Come on, man. You know me better than that. Come on, man. Come on now.
because I don't want nobody else to think. You know what I mean? I'm spitting darts at you because I'm not.
No, no, no. Come on, man. We come on. You know each other. Come on. Come on now, stop. Come on. You know me. Come on now.
But um, like I said, everybody can't be teachers, man. Everybody can't be teachers. And there's a lot of knowledge out there. We learn the knowledge, kind of like when people go to church. People go to church and they shout and what I mean, wiggle and raise their hands, and they come back home, and they don't. Not everybody, but a lot of them don't apply what they heard to their lives. I'm like, I've seen it all my life.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like at some point we got to get to work, or else we our children's children are going to be talking about the same thing. They're going to be having live streams with better technology, talking
Mhm.
about the same stuff we're talking about,
Right,
and
exactly.
we haven't budged an inch. But a part of that warrior mindset, even if you're trying to lose weight and like you're overweight and you feel like you want to um, get your body in a better predicament, so you can live a little longer. That's not easy.
Mhm.
That's going to take a warrior's mind state to go past that pain threshold. Like once because when you ain't work out in a long time and you work out that first time, it's like you in pain for like a whole week. Few days you feeling in pain, it's kind of like, dang, I don't want to do nothing because I'm hurting. Like you got to push past that. And I just want to admonish our people that this is something that we need to do. We had an incident not too long ago, and I was thinking about it. I was just thinking to myself, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get what happened. So everybody know what happened with YouTube, where YouTube was kind of shut down for a few hours.
Mhm.
Um, Before that, my internet was acting really bad. Like the last few days, my internet acting bad, and I'm like, dang, I'm bored. You know what I'm saying? I want to buy some videos. I'm bored, and it's like if something catastrophic were to happen, we are not ready.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? We don't have no. Not all of us. Some of us do. We got some out here who are really ready. You know what I mean? And honest to the ones, who I'm talking about. But we're not ready. And like we're sitting here, we're doing all this talking, and if something catastrophic happen, we're not ready. We all should have at least a 90 days food supply for everybody in the house. Because something was to happen. We saw the internet just a few hours it went down. Some people went crazy. You know what I mean? Talking about, you know, explosions on the moon and things of that nature. But can you imagine the internet went down? There ain't no more landlines like that no more. Like, so your cell phone is off. Can you imagine, yo?
Mm-hmm.
Like, how can you get in contact with some of your loved ones, your friends? A lot of us, we don't even remember the numbers because we pushed the button. We pushed the button to call somebody,
Mm-hmm.
and we don't. It's like if you got a best friend or you got a significant other, and just imagine like you didn't bring a charger with you or something, and your phone dies, and you driving somewhere, and your tire blows. You don't know how to change your tire, and your phone is dead. What are you gonna do? You might pull somebody over. They might not know how to change no tire, but you don't even remember your own boyfriend or your girlfriend number or whoever number. You know what I mean? Like there's certain things that society has put in front of us to where something catastrophic would have happened. We're not ready. And this is the deeper part of a warrior mindset. If your electricity was off because something happened for like a week or two, what would you do? You know, we got to think about these things. I know it's kind of extreme, you know, but I know for me, the YouTube going off for a few hours, it kind of snapped me back. It snapped me back, you know what I mean? Because I thought about all that. I was like, dang, I need to hurry up and do what I need to do so I can get myself at least somewhat ready, just in case something did happen. Because some of us, we got kids we got to take care of, and they're dependent upon us to take care of them. And a part of that warrior mentality, it just can't be one aspect of it. Look at all of it. And like if you don't know how to do certain things, it's good to um try and learn them. Like give you an example for me, and I don't mean to keep rambling on, but I think people need to hear this. Like for me, in the next few months, I plan on trying to take a class, like a wilderness class. Like I'm gonna be going out in the woods, or whatever, and kind of learn how to live off the woods. I mean, because it's good information to know. Might not ever need it, but I think it's important for us to learn it because we never know. If you look at Cap's page, um, Cap he talks about it, and he obviously feels like it's information that we need to know. So y'all support Cap because he has good information on his page where he
Yes.
teaches people
Yes. Yes.
how to
Yes, yes. So look, yeah, yeah. Go to Cap PY. I ain't even cut you off, bro. Go to Cap PY too. He shows some different methods of surviving methods that is very essential in our community,
and
and that's
um
very important.
and we have some very wise sisters
This is true, right?
that knows about gardening.
Right.
Um, these are some things that we shouldn't shy away from. You know what I mean? Like these are issues that I feel like every Asiatic family should be trying to learn. We should be trying to learn how to garden. We should be trying to learn how to grow our own food. You know what I mean? It's okay to get your hands dirty in some dirt a little bit, because all you're doing, for one, you'll be saving some money. For two, you know what you're putting into the food. For three, the food is going to taste a lot better. because it's a fresher food.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it also force you to eat a little bit healthier.
Mm-hmm.
So like even if you're at a particular job where as you don't like the job that you're doing and like because of the course of life you're stuck. Like I'm gonna use myself for example.
Uh-huh.
Um Early on for me, I was too busy in the streets to really care about college and things of that nature. So I never been to college.
In the streets.
So in order for me, because then I ended up having a family or whatever, having kids. So now I got responsibilities over my shoulders. So now I gotta find a decent job that's paying decent money so I can put food on the table. So now it forces me to work a job that I don't want to work in order to make decent money. That for me was welding, ship fitting for the shipyard.
Yeah.
But even though you don't like it, um, it is a trade, and you could take that trade or whatever you learn to try to do something for yourself to create a business. You can do a side hustle with that. It's different ways that you can like. You don't have to be stuck,
Right.
and that's also. I'm just talking about different levels of having a warrior mindset. I'm just saying that we as a people we can't continue thinking the same way. You know what I mean? Like when you go and you hear um, brother JT live stream and you hearing all this good information, you should take that information and inventory it in your heart and then work on something. You go to Cap P12 page. He talks
Mm-hmm.
about survival. He got some great information that he spits out there.
Yeah.
You should
Matter of fact,
listen.
I'm finding more right now.
Should listen to what he's saying. Probably take notes. Like his page, you got to take notes on his page because
Got
he's
you.
going
Yep.
through so many different informations. People are asking good questions, and he's giving you real relevant answers. He's experienced in that, so we should be probably taking notes and then start to implement some of those things in our lives versus just listening to it. We're entertained, you know what I mean, and then we go about our business. That's not
So,
having a
okay.
warrior mentality. Cap, I was just bigging you up, man. We're talking about having a warrior mentality, and I was basically saying that on your page you talk a lot about survival.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And I was talking about the need to, when we listen to these live streams, don't just listen to it and not implement what's being said in those live streams. Like we need to, when you go to JT's live stream or Cap P12 live stream, don't just let it fall on deaf ears. Just listen to it and apply it to your life. You know what I mean? Because I believe that there's some things that's going to happen pretty soon. We might not be ready for it. And with
Mm-hmm.
that, I'll pass the mic.
Well, all right. Hold. Cap. PY2.
PY2.
Cap. PY2.
PY2.
What up, brothers? What up, panel? What's up,
What's going on?
chat
Much
room?
better.
Yeah, man. I had just finished my live stream. We were just talking about just casual shit, good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I happened to dip into your live stream because I saw the notification. And one thing I want to address first, man, is like as Black folks, we have to support each other's channel.
Facts.
It can't be no favoritism. The thing is, if we're talking about the same thing, we see the same problems and we got a mutual solution, we got to support each other. There can't be no favoritism going on. None of that. I've seen small channels that got big and all they do is support, which don't make sense. What Brother Sonny was talking about, yeah, this is what I know. I mean, I've been through it. You know, a lot of people that have been in the military. Matter of fact, yesterday, Tariq Nasheed did a live stream. I wish I would have wrote it down to let you know about this handbook that these white folks have came up against about God dog it. Ethnic God, I gotta look it up. It can be Google. I'm just very pissed poor about names and numbers. It's about ethnic cleansing, something like that. Same kind of thing, the same kind of book that they would give us in the military. But these white folks designed their own book. How they know in the book it says to take out the black veterans because they know we are a major threat. And then after that, you take out the kids. You notice how they didn't look in the middle when it comes to the grown adults. They said the veterans and the kids. See what I'm saying? So that's their strategy. That's one of their strategies. I apologize to those that I can't give you the book name of it. And there's a channel, a website that you can go to for black, I think it's black owned. It's called blackstarsurvival.com. And you can get, if you go to like Academy or some of these little big name companies that we're used to seeing, you get a discount. It can be whatever it is. We have to prepare because even though I live a Hebrew lifestyle, but in the time being, I need the equipment that I need until the Most High shows up. It shows up. We just can't rely on him. We got to prepare. And most of all, you got to worry about water. Water is the most important thing because everything on this planet needs water. You got to get you a backpack. As I heard Brother Sonny talk about, food that'll last you 3 days. Matter of fact, you need something to last you 7 days. Within that 7 days, you should be able to understand how to overcome, adapt, and improvise by that time. You should be able to learn how to hunt your food, hunt your fish. You know, it could be land food or it could be fish. You got to learn different shelters. By that time, you understand at nighttime, that's when the whole wilderness, the swamps, whatever you may be stuck at, that's when it come to life. So you got to prepare a bed. You don't want to sleep on the ground. You don't want to when that shit comes nighttime. There's so much. And it may seem like it's discomfort, but it's really not. It really isn't. You know, because you gotta go out there, you gotta find the food, you gotta find the wood to build your shelter, to build a fire. You gotta build weapons out of just a regular tree limb. You can do many things out there. You can. My people just don't understand. They're so stuck inside of comfort that they're too scared to go out in the woods and experience. It's not hard as you think it is. It's not. And also, you be connected to the spirit of the woods because we are spiritual people. So it's a lot of. I would never take surviving off the land as a negative. Never, ever. I'm glad that I went through the shit that I went through, and I tried to push it out there. I said, don't be scared. I said, I can understand that you got fear, but it will pass. Just maintain. Look what our people been through in slavery for the last 400 years. If they can survive that, we can survive being lost somewhere in the woods and learn how to sustain ourselves. But you can't let fear control you. You can't. Block that shit out. And you will succeed. You will. I will not lie to them. No, you can't do it. We can do it. You know, we've been doing it for a long, long time. What did white folks have back in the days? All they had was goddamn caves. It's probably one of the reasons why the dinosaurs are extinct, because they're out there hunting for food, trying to have sex with them, have orgies, and all that kind of shit. But no, our people, no, we use the land to survive, and we help that land to reproduce itself. You know, so I'm gonna shut up.
No, keep
let the host continue on.
No, Cat. Come on now. You know you family. You keep on going because we definitely need it. And that's when I was saying that not too long ago too, Cat. That we need to tune in your channel and learn about survival skills and even systems too. Because but you know what pissed me off, Cat, is like this though. And I'm talking for me now. When we offer this information, I mean, when I extend like information that you have, and I told people, yo, it's important you go to Cap. You know, he know about, you know, we have somebody in our community that is spray racing, but you know, they're like, I don't know what's up. You know, so what is you talking about? So to me, it frustrating because it gets to right now, like going back to the warrior attitude, the warrior mindset. It's like, where's your warrior attitude at? Where's the certain degrees that sometimes you got, you know, survival that you talking about, that there are degrees that you got to go to another adopted times with nature. You hear what I'm saying? When are we going to get it? When are we going to get it that I could say myself is trying, that other ones that's just trying. When? And then when they say, oh, we not getting information. You are getting information. But I think some of our people want to be bamboozled. I really believe. I think that I think that some of us are weak-minded and we want to be weak-minded. We do not want to learn. Like for me, I'm 52. I still want to learn. What did I learn from Cap? Yes, I do. And I'm trying to implement whatever Cap teach me so I could be better equipped what's going on in the future. But some of us, we so high-minded, we don't want to do it. We don't because we think, some of us think we have everything figured out. No, we don't. And when you think like that, that means the system had got your mind, and you become, instead of a warrior mindset of truth, you become a weak-minded person of evil intent. I'm telling you, I've seen it.
Yeah, you're right on point, brother. You're right on point. But since a lot of our folks love to watch TV, that's where they are being manipulated. The food is taking away our fighting spirit and changing the hormones of our men. Mm-hmm. So we can't produce warrior spirit. Like you and me, or the brother, you know, if you talk with a natural lion strong, you know, like a lion strength voice, these white folks get scared. Mm-hmm. And we're the types they try to take out. And they're trying to change. Oh God, excuse me, I'm sorry. Yeah, they're trying to change the fighting spirit mentally and physically through food to soften us up, to manipulate us. Mm-hmm. The thing is, when I try to talk to young bloods, I say, hey man, we need to go out in the woods. We got to learn this kind of stuff. We need to do this. Trust me on this, because when shit start crashing down, because America ain't gonna last long. It's about to face some hardships. It's gonna face chaos. What you gotta do, you gotta learn how to survive, overcome that, and we can do that. You know, you got to stop relying on cell phones. You gotta stop relying on microwave and all that easy ass access shit. No, it's time to wake up and go out there and learn how to do shit through muscle, sweat, and pain. And as you spoke about the warriors, our warriors, we got plenty of us out here. We got many of us that serve in the military. By us being in the military, we're used to fighting alongside with people that are different colors, black, white, brown, yellow, red, whatever. But our veterans don't understand that. I mean, I ain't saying all of them, but a percentage of us understand that, yeah, we don't have no friends when it comes back to our birthland. That's why, like, there's two brothers that went off like a few years ago. I had one brother in Dallas, and the other one in Louisiana. One's an Army, one's a Marine, both in combat. They understood what our people was up against, and they set an example of what we're supposed to do, because it was one dude that took out plenty of these goddamn cowards. I call them, yeah, they're cowards. In Dallas. Another brother, Louisiana, he took out a few before they got to him. This is our way to let them know that they're actually weak. They can have all the protection, all they want, all the militarized equipment, but they're still weak because they don't have a fighting spirit inside of them. We do, because we've been suffering for so goddamn long in this goddamn country. We have a natural fighting spirit, and we can't ignore it. We can't like try and wave it off. It's in us. But yeah, we got some little young coons out here, it's my love is love. I said, these motherfuckers don't love you. Okay, if you're in school right now, wait maybe 10 years, 15 years, and see how much love your white friends have for you. No, they won't. So you need to wake the fuck up, because those same white friends will call the cops on your black ass. So you better wake up. And sometimes I go out there and try and teach these young brothers how to do hand-to-hand combat, self-defense, how to shoot the weapons correctly. Yeah, they love to shoot the weapon, but they don't want to learn hand-to-hand combat. I said, motherfuckers, you better learn how to take a goddamn punch and get your ass up off the ground and keep on fighting. You better learn this shit. It's easy to pull a goddamn trigger, but what if you ain't got a goddamn gun, a trigger to pull against your enemies? They got a gun towards you. What are you gonna fucking do? You still even adrenaline. Oh, go ahead, brother.
I'm sorry, bro. I just got a quick question for you, man. Because this is your area of expertise. But I'm gonna make a statement first. Like, before you came in, I was talking about how YouTube had shut down for a few hours. And when it did that, deep inside of me, I was thinking to myself, I was like, wow, what if something worse would have happened right now? Because we as a country, we have so many enemies on top of the enemies that we already have here, that somebody could do something. Somebody could sneak over here and detonate something. And some of us are in cities with high traffic anyway. In a situation to where we lose all our power, we don't have no internet, what do you think that the bare necessities that we should have? Like, what do you think that we should do from that point?
First of all, our people should learn how to collect water. They call it the 3 threes. Okay, like if you lost, like out there in the water, you got 3 minutes to get some air in your lungs. To water, you got 3 days. When it comes to food, you got 3 weeks. See, those 3 threes. So that's what I say. Okay, you're good to go. But if you don't land, you understand, if you're out there and you struggling, you lost, you got no communication, nothing like that, no water faucet, you got 3 days to find some water source. If you find water source, then you still have 3 weeks without food. So the primary thing is to have water. That's the thing. You can still go on. Just have some water. There are a lot of books out there, even on YouTube. You can go in there and search it for yourself. How to collect water, or the effects of not having water. There's many things you can find. It's on YouTube right here, or ScrewTube. You can do it. Just keep water in your forefront of thinking, because food will come. Just keep the water in mind. There's ways how to collect water. When it rains, you can collect it, or even in the daytime, you gotta set it up to where you can use the dew from the water. From the sunrise to collect. It won't be much, but it's better than nothing. You can go out there. You can turn salt water into clean water. You gotta learn how to boil the water. Water is everything. I ain't gonna lie. Without water, yeah, you're gonna die fast. So just keep that in mind. Yeah. When it comes to food, if you prepare right now, you can go to Amazon and they have backpacks. They already got either 3 months, 3 weeks or 9 weeks of preparation. But the thing is, like the Bible said, we got to learn how to fast, learn how to control your appetite, how to be able to still have strength with lack of food. But you got to have water. You got to have some kind of liquid. It could be a coconut. If you can find a coconut tree, that's good. Something that provide nutrients and water. If you can't find food yet, that's why you got to learn how to set snares and traps and all that kind of good stuff. You got to learn how to fish. You can learn all that kind of stuff. And to tell you the truth, man, it seems like a struggle, but at the same time, it's fun. I can't explain it. I can't explain it, but it is what I'm trying to tell you. It's a struggle, but yet it's an enjoyment. It's a venture. It's a rush.
And you know what, Cap? That's one thing that I wanted to, because we was talking about having the warrior spirit. We was talking about, for instance, JT's channel, your channel. A lot of times what we do is we listen to the information, and instead of applying the information to our life, we just listen to it. You know what I mean? And the point I was trying to make is, like, a lot of us, JT's channel, for instance, some of us, we listen, but some of us don't really go out and talk to our people and get to know our people, or know what it is to really feed the homeless. But it's like, once you get into it, it becomes enjoyment, like it becomes fun. You know what I mean? Like, or even for ones who want to learn how to get into surviving tactics. I can see it being, once you get into it, I can see it being fun. You know what I'm saying? But like, some of us, we just don't want to get up and actually do it. And the condition of our people bears witness that we don't. I'm not saying that nobody that is listening to chat is not doing anything. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is the condition of our people bears witness that we have a long way to go. And a part of that warrior mentality is we should be just not getting our ears tickled. You know what I mean? We need to start applying. Like, when you listen to Cap P2 channel, you should have a pen and paper, because he's giving out some great information. And as we listen to him talking, we should be taking inventory on ourselves. Be like, dang, like, if something were to happen like that, like, am I going to be ready? Some of us might not be able to, because of the gridlock of the city, of a catastrophic event. Some of us might not be able to escape to the wilderness, or we might be stuck in a house for weeks or a month or something. You know, where would you be if something like that were to happen? It would behoove us. Like, if you live in a neighborhood, we should know all our neighbors. We should be all talking about the same thing. All of our Asiatic family, we should be talking about the same thing. Like, yo, the ones who have the wisdom and the jewels from Cat Page, y'all should be sharing it with your neighbors. You know what I mean? Because if something would have happened and your neighbors are starving and they see you good, you know what I mean? You might be in trouble, possibly. So my point was, a part of the warrior spirit is to not to just listen. You know what I mean? Not be hearers only, but doers. I'll pass the mic on that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good. Yo, I'm gonna be on here for a few more minutes because I gotta get ready. So far, the Underrated Sports Show is gonna go down at 9 o'clock, and I gotta get off here and get me something to eat and get a little rest and everything. But for me, that's what I want tonight. The degrees is coming out. You know what I mean? I want degrees to come out. Huh? Go ahead, Kat.
I was wondering if I could squeeze something in.
Go ahead.
Yeah. What brother Sonny said was everything on the freaking head. We are not very fearful people. We stand up for righteousness. It's in us, but they trying to knock that out of our system, out of our mentality. You know, we stand up for, they're stuck in the white man's structured narrative or structure. What are we gonna call it? What are we gonna call it? I'm not that good at it. I tell my people, don't be afraid. I know we're gonna face scary moments because they made us scared. But once you accept that we are in a land of, this is our birth land. And you get pulled over by a goddamn cop, just put in your brain that you understand what's been going on and you might end up being a victim. And be strong. Don't talk too much. If a cop asks you all these questions, just give them like a very, very small answer and just stay quiet. Don't say nothing. If they ask you another question, you give them like a very tiny question. Don't rattle on. Don't do that. And then my thing is, when I get pulled over, I stare at these motherfuckers straight in their fucking eyes, ready to die right here tonight. Because I know what you're about. I know what you're about. You know? And I know if you kill me, then they're going to look at my history and try and find anything petty to say, yeah, he deserved to die. This is how these goddamn inbreds think. So you got to prepare yourself. I know it's hard to. I know. But we are behind enemy lines, even though this is our birth land. We're born here. Because the thing is, they are facing their demise. And they're trying to do everything they can to try and take us out, because it's like a person that's like, say, a coon. You know, like if I go down, everybody goes down. That's how they think. They know they're going down. That's why the goddamn women is barren. They can't have no goddamn kids. That's why that white man is going on and trying to have kids with another, like Africans or somebody that's not white, because the women are being barren. It's biblical prophecies that's happening to them. And so I just tell my people, don't be scared. If your time comes, it comes. You know, just look them in the fucking eye with strength and let them know I'm ready. And once they see that, they might step away or they might try to escalate the situation, which they do. They love to escalate. Because my military experience and watching cops, I said, no, we won't do shit like that. Hell no. And a motherfucking cop that said, well, I was in the military. So motherfucker, then why the fuck are you escalating this shit? Why? And this time I got pulled over. I take my eyeglasses off and I just look them straight in their fucking eye. Like I'm ready to fucking die right here and now. Can we handle this civilly? Or are you gonna go beyond unnecessarily because you got the badge and the justice system behind you? How are we gonna handle this? Well, I talk to them in a calm manner, and they see that I'm about that life. They're calm down, and and then they say, "Okay, Mr. So and so, we just want to run a search and make sure everything's." I said, "My license plate should have told you who the fuck you was talking to." It says disabled veteran, Marine Corps. You know, we get fucking goddamn crazy if we want to. If we get threatened, if we feel threat. So just be professional. But if you don't want to be professional, the only thing I can suggest is that be prepared to die. But before you die, you go make sure you make them hurt too, if you can. Because once that adrenaline kicks in, you can probably overcome their bullets for a short time. You probably could. And that's why these white folks, they keep trying to produce stronger and stronger bullets to take down a person. But just try to rely on your adrenaline if they know you're getting taken down for the wrong reasons. This is America, which is controlled by these inbreds. They call themselves the superior race, but they're not superior. They're fragile. They're cowards. Take away their fucking guns. Take away their goddamn badge when it comes to a fucking goddamn stressful moment and see how they react. In a stressful environment and see how they react. You'll see it. Because it don't make sense. I mean, there's a lot of us that had the power in the military to do what we want to do, but a lot of us never abused it, their authority. But here, they're a bunch of pussies to me. Bunch of sissified, watered down, cowardly, sugarized pussies. And I can tell you this because I can read their character whenever I see a cop that's caught on tape. I can say, yeah, he's a pussy. He's a pussy. I can tell you that. Trust me on that. But for us people, we got to learn how to accept, just like the samurai. A samurai, the reason they become a good fighter because they already accept death. So think like a samurai. Expect that you're going to die. And when you think that, you'll be a harder fighter. Hopefully I'm making sense.
Yeah.
That's how it is, brother. So I ain't going to talk much longer. Go ahead, brother.
Sonny, do you want to have your last remarks? And after that, my brother, Cat PY to the 2.
Indeed. Yeah, my last remarks would be for the ones who heard the live stream in the beginning and heard what I was talking about the warrior spirit and the different degrees. What Cap just spoke on was exactly what I was talking about. Like, that's like the last degree, you know what I mean? Because warriors, the term warrior originated from ones who went out to fight. And a warrior is able to accept the fact that I can lose my life and they're fine with it. That's one degree. We got, and I understand that everybody's is not gonna have that degree because I know Cap probably knows some people who went AWOL. You know what I mean? We don't need no people who's gonna go AWOL. So know your position. You know what I mean? Because we got teachers, we got lawyers, people. We got people who are supposed to be teachers, lawyers, doctors, things of that nature. Not everyone is going to have that warrior, that last degree. But you still can partake in a warrior spirit by helping your people, like doing what the sister do by helping the homeless, like feeding the homeless, or um, taking some of the information that you heard and sharing it to other people, like the information that Cap is giving. Share it with your neighbors. That's like a preparation warrior spirits, different degrees of it. You know, whether you're warring within yourself between right and wrong, you know, that's a warrior spirit. Like you're fighting within yourself. But that last degree, what Kat was just talking about, you know, that's something that Dr. King experienced. Malcolm X experienced it. Jesus experienced it. Like you might have to lose your life. And unfortunately, when we get pulled over by the police, you know, sometimes we're forced into that mind state. Like, what are you gonna do? Me personally, I'm if I gotta go, I'm taking him with me. That's just me. You know what I mean? I have the same warrior spirit. You know what I mean? So my final remark would be, don't just be a listener. You know what I mean? Be a doer. Take these things that these good jewels. If you can use it, apply it to your life. You listen to Cap PY2's channel. Get your pencil and notepad ready because he's giving you some information that can save your life. You know what I mean? It's better than just listening to it, and then when something do pop off, like when YouTube got shut down, we wasn't expecting for YouTube to get shut down for a few hours. Something can pop off at any time, just like that, and we're not ready. Some of us are not ready. You know, so take what the brothers giving you, write it down, and start applying it. And then once you start, you'll start to build confidence within yourself. Like, yeah, this is good. Like, yeah, something pop off, I'm gonna be a little ready. Let me get something else. I know somebody who is constantly getting stuff. I mean, preparation stuff, and I'm like, wow. You know, this is making me look at myself like, yo, you need to step your game up. You know what I mean? And it's like a challenge to me. It's a good challenge. So,
Hey, brother, if I could step in just for a second, I'm trying to just make it real quick for you. I'm sorry. I apologize to interrupt your statement.
go ahead, brother.
Just recently, a cop was apprehending, so-called apprehending like a young dude, I mean, a young boy, because we know that like our black young boys are considered men, while grown ass white men that's in their 30s and 40s are considered boys. But in this one incident, this one cop was trying to manhandle this one young boy. I think I say that he's probably like 8 or 9 years old. But that young boy was looking at him right straight in his fucking eye, very calmly. And he said, "There, I know my laws, I know everything." And that goddamn cop had a grip on him like it was like a UFC. But all of a sudden, after he called like a coon backup showed up. Then that goddamn white cop want to attack the boy's aunt that was recording everything. So it shows you every time you see something on the video, it shows how these white men are fucking cowards. They are weak. They don't fucking get it. They are weak. You can sit there, you can be quiet, and give them a strong ass stare. Even what that little boy did was commendable. That fucking white cop was scared. So he went to go attack the goddamn ants. While the coon took care of the young boy. And the young boy didn't do nothing. Didn't do a fucking thing. So one more thing, whenever I do a live stream, the reason why I delete my shit, because after I go hardcore and tell the fucking truth, I delete it because I expect ScrewTube to try and put me on timeout, or either try and block my channel, or remove it. So that's the reason I delete my shit after I do a live stream. If you're not there, it's not my fucking problem. You know, if you love what I gotta say, you should be there. I'm not gonna hold nothing back. I'm gonna tell you what the fuck was going on. So I mean, you know, we got brothers, you know, that's veterans that can tell it a different way. But me, I go straight hardcore into it, and then I delete it. So we got nothing to use against me. Well, that another incident, like the brother that got the cop called by that little flat booty, rhesus mayo, recessive, cave mutt bitch. Yeah. They put the brother onto the on the Good Morning America, trying to force him to say that he would accept that woman's apology, which it happened. But the mother should have known to tell her son, do not accept nothing from these people. Nothing. No apologies and nothing. Stay strong what you said the first time, that I would never accept her apology. But he's on national fucking TV. Say, I accept her apology. Nigga, you, no, I ain't gonna blame it on him. I blame it on the mother and stuff for telling him to say that shit. But yet, all these little inbred, sunburn prone, you know, bestiality loving, sick, pedophile motherfuckers. Hell no. Don't ever forgive your fucking enemy. Never. That is, we don't do that shit in the battlefield. And we in battle right now. I don't know. So, man, if I was able to reach out to that brother, I said, brother, you messed up. Your mother told you the wrong thing. Your mother probably still worship white Jesus rather than the black Jesus. So I'm not gonna put no fault on you. You know, but that's the thing about these damn media is don't go on these media shows. Don't invite it. I don't give a fuck how much money they offer you to come on to their fucking. Don't take it. Stick by your moral code. This woman called the cops because we know the goddamn Becky's gonna call the cops because that's their line of defense. And these goddamn the KKK cops is gonna show up, either arrest you, shoot you, even though they got no reason to do so. Because Becky said so. Becky said that you're doing this and that. If it wasn't for, you know, that's why I say, if you get pulled over, have your phone ready. Put it on record. If you're connected to YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, have that shit programmed to where you get pulled over, put that shit in automatic live stream so everybody can see what's going on. You know, all I can see. So hopefully I said enough. I'm good.
All right. I'm putting this in the chat. We supposed to have the special underrated sports show tomorrow. That's to be tonight. That's gonna be rescheduled for tomorrow. So the same invites that I sent out for that show tonight, hold that for tomorrow. I'm gonna reschedule for tomorrow to say tomorrow night, 9 o'clock. All right, because that's gonna be rescheduled tomorrow. The special underrated sports show is going to be rescheduled for tomorrow night, 9 o'clock. All right. You know, so something came up, and you know, so we got to handle some business and everything. You know, we want to bring this. We want to definitely going to bring it because it's going down tomorrow. But I would say this, that I didn't really say that much tonight. I just say what I say degrees that I'm in and the growing degrees that I'm in, that like the title said, and I gotta repeat this. Do we have a warrior mindset of truth? as a people and humanity? And that is the question that we need to ask tonight. Go for me too. You hit all the degrees for me, Sonny, also my brother, Cat PY2, and the other ones that share this. And the Boston Creed 2115, sorry about that. Brother Rob said the phone was in his pocket and it was a mistake. So accept his apology. They very much appreciate the Boston Creed 215. Shout out to the LDBC. And all I can say that let's still develop degrees of our warrior mindset of truth. Never stop. Because when we stop, that's when we get hurt of all levels. Let me say it again. Never stop any of the degrees that we learn to sharpen our warrior mindset. Like I said, let's sharpen our swords. When I talk about our swords, I'm talking about our minds. I'm talking about the brain cells in the head, in the brain cells in the brain. Let's keep on evolving. Let's keep on adopting with the times. Let's keep on, because the fight is not over. Remember, the fight is not over. And I want to thank you so much. Chat, I'm not going to read out tonight because I am tired. I really am. You know, and I definitely need a bro, and my brother, she stays sleeping. He's so he got to recuperate too. So tomorrow is going to be a banger. Hazel Reptiles, thanks for coming. Thanks for coming. Appreciate that. And I want to thank for all the mods to come through. Hazel, thanks for really supporting the channel. I meant to tell you that. Thanks for coming. And yeah, I'm a rest, sis. I'm a rest, Queen YM. I'm definitely gonna rest because because even if the show would have become tonight, we still would have, because I know I would have got up for that, but everything. But you know, sometimes I be grinding. I appreciate that Queen YM. She said, rest JT, please. She said saying that because she know I be grinding. And sometimes that grinding, I get tired. You know what I'm saying, brothers?
Well, stop. I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you and Sonny. I appreciate you, brothers and stuff. You know, sometimes I gotta get some shit. My chest hurt.
No. That's what this channel for. Come on, Cat. We know each other for a long time. That's what family for. We need to hear more of that, Cat. We don't hear enough. But see, this is my thing too. I'm tired to see the same. I'm not saying I'm not tired to hear Cat, but it's got to be a lot more Caps. It's got to be a lot more Sonny. It's got to be a lot more JT. It's got to be a lot more such. It's got to be a lot more Michelle Fleming, because she's doing that. She says she feed the homeless and she do that. There's got to be a lot more people like that. But the sad thing about it, some of us don't want to step up. And then the ones who do not want to step up, they want to damn complain. So don't fucking complain. Stay your ass on the sideline, and the ones who want to do the work, let us do the work to help our people. Fuck it. I'm tired.
Pretty much.
Let us do the work.
So I can express myself is when I go live and I see the regular people that show up. I can say what I gotta say. Because they probably feel the same way too.
Yeah. Tired. You know, they
just tired. Exactly.
You know, people want to complain. Oh, you know, JT, you don't understand, JT, and this and that, and this and that. But you got more than fucking me. And you still ain't doing, you still ain't putting that work. Yo, I'm putting that fucking work and I back that shit up. Ain't no shame in my fucking game. But I'm saying that, and these are people that have the resources, family. These are the people that we talk about. They have the resources and they don't do nothing, but they want to stick their fucking chin. That goes for black man and black women, all black women. They stick their fucking chest out. Oh, look at me. I'm on TV. Kiss my man. Yo, come get this work. I got to tell you motherfuckers, come get this work, man. Tired. Let the Warriors.
Unbathed ass. That's what I say.
Bunch of beta, bunch of betas. Sorry, no good chicken hot sauce, bean pie ass. Tired. Sonny, you want to say something? Want to say something before I close this shit up, man?
I said thank you, brother. Thank y'all, brothers.
Thank you, brother. And it just just when you go to Caps, you can go to, like he said, because he deletes those videos, go to his page, try to get you a pen and piece of paper, you know what I mean, and take the most of the great information that he gives, because we never know, we might need those. And whatever you don't know how to do, just try to reach out to the ones who do. Learn how to prep and learn how to be self-sufficient. We're too dependent upon the system. Even YouTube, like I was saying, when YouTube just shut off, we don't know what could happen at any given time. So it will behoove us just to be prepared.
Yeah.
And, pick up that warrior spirit. With that, I say peace.
Peace, yo. And then when he talking about the warrior spirit, he talking about the warrior mindset. Like again, I'm gonna read it before I close this motherfucker out. And I ain't talking about the people in the chat, because y'all be doing your thing. I be seeing y'all. So I'm talking about the ones outside. Do we have a warrior mindset of truth? Us as a people and humanity. It remains to be seen. It remains to be seen. So on that note, I'm gonna close this out. Tonight, like I said, I'm gonna reschedule for tomorrow the special underrated sports show. So the ones that has the invite, keep those. Keep those, all right? Keep it, all right? And Reliable and everybody else, Hazel, thanks for support. Poetic Kells, Cat PY2, all my moms, my doom shotters. My moms, I call them the doom shotters family, because when they come, they cut your neck off. And you after that, head body to the ghost. That's how we do. And the rest of the ones in the chat, thank y'all so much. I read your comments. Y'all right on time. And y'all do have the warrior mindset and the spirit. And like I say, for tomorrow night, I'm going to reschedule in a few minutes. So tomorrow night, it's going to be the underrated sports show. It's going to be special. It's going to be lit. It's going to be epic. So come back to that tomorrow night. And thank you so much, man. Yo, let's get this warrior mindset up. Let's sharpen it up. On the real, the time is now.